Family, we are back. Thanks for being here. Let me know where you're tapping in from, how long you've been here. If you guys, real quick, let me know if you like the commentary throughout the video or would you rather me wait to the end of the video. I've been thinking about a few different ways to present the content. But anyway, let me not yap. Savannah Chrisley. I seen the title. I had to click. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I'll tell you. Her people had their own situation in which I think they got pardoned. So I think it's very interesting that she's choosing to speak on this situation. We know what she's up against if she makes enough noise. Wink, wink. We know who's gonna, Anyway, I'm done yapping. Let's go.
But just to read off to you a few things that you may not know. Megan told police, and I will preface this by saying these are things that have allegedly been said, because Lord knows I don't need Megan Thee Stallion coming after me.
Lord knows I don't need Megan Thee Stallion coming after me. Love, it won't be Meg. She might make a post, but by now I think her team has a hold of her like, hey, be quiet, let us work, we got it, and we do it great. Allegedly, that might be what her team told her. Has anybody heard an update about her handler's situation with the daughter? Let's go.
But Megan allegedly told police and doctors that she stepped on glass, not that she was shot. Video and officers confirm Megan stepped on a glass bottle, not hit by gunfire. Sean Kelly testified. 2 women fought in the street. One fired first. Tory was still in the car. Kelsey tested positive for gunshot residue. Her DNA was never tested against the gun. Kelsey.
Whoa, 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 MF, whoa. Tested positive and then never tested. I guess you wouldn't have to test her for the other if she's tested positive for the other, if you catch my drift. Immunity. This is deeper than we know, y'all. It's not about clapping cheeks. It's not about a Jenner. It's not about a nothing. I feel in my heart of hearts, this is about rejection. And when I say rejection, not a romantic rejection, not an actual type rejection, but business rejection. And I'm going to leave it at that.
He received free rent for a year after the shooting. Who paid for it and why?
Wow. 1 year of rent paid. If they're in Houston, downtown, we'll shoot bail $2,500 to $3,500 a month. Approximately 36 to 41 a year. K. Who paid that? Why? Girl, if you plead the fifth, Ooh. What was her and Meg's business like as far as paperwork? She was her assistant. So you did something to cause friction between you and I. You created an unstable workplace. But I'll settle for a year of rent and maybe some cash, wire transfers, something like that. Something we don't even know about. Just a scenario, y'all.
EJ said an object in the girl's luggage looked like a gun. Megan claims she spoke out in response to Tory, but the timeline proves that she went public first. Tory's DNA was not found on the magazine, only 0.01% on the gun. Statistically irrelevant. 0.01% of his DNA was found on the gun. This truly is statistically irrelevant. If you shoot someone, more DNA is on the gun. 90% of the DNA on the gun belonged to an unknown male, not Tory. Tory's jail call, that I believe went viral, was the call to where he made an apology. That was about the drama of sleeping with two friends.
I told y'all about that call. I told y'all. I mean, Ray Charles could see. Stevie Wonder could see it. Come on. That was about clapping cheeks of two friends. I'm going to tell you, I feel like Meg might have initiated that whole thing. I think she might have used Kelsey as a way to lure him in. But I think Meg got jealous because she's probably always been jealous of Kelsey. I can guarantee you Kelsey would get the guy before Meg. Period. And never trust a female with too many looks. Never trust a female that's scared to be natural. I feel like it says something about the personality, a lack of confidence, and insecurities. Let's go.
Not the incident that occurred. Tory has repeatedly said, "I would never do anything like this." No bullet fragments on the x-ray, no nerve damage, fractures, or joint trauma in Megan's medical records. Bullet fragments were lost and never presented at trial. Prosecutors misused Tory's rap lyrics, tattoos, and uncharged allegations to sway the jury. Kelsey's story changed multiple times, and she admitted to lying under pressure. Megan's own timeline and injuries don't match the story of a shooting. So the bottom line is the facts don't add up. The case against Tory Lanez was built on shifting stories, missing evidence, and lies. So I would love to know if you believe do you believe that this case was built on lies and prosecutorial misconduct? Do you believe that Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion?
I don't believe it at all. I don't even think Kelsey did it. But I think Kelsey attempted to bag the behemoth back. That's what I really feel. What do you do when you're fighting a polar bear? 100 men versus a man? I quit. I do want to say something, though. This is why I stayed on the situation. I like the different perspectives. So when you see a person of a different hue, H-U-E, hue, color, it hits different when they're thinking what you're thinking. The hat. The USA 4-5 hat. You can't blame her, y'all. But I feel that's a signal to him. This is one thing that I'm wondering, y'all. Well, no, you couldn't do it. Because the thing is, the Prezi is limited because it's a state situation. But I don't think there's any way they can trump up the charges to make it federal and then have Orange Man do what he do. I don't know. Let me shut up, though. That's just high thoughts. Let's go.
That's what I'm wondering. What do we think happened? So I'm going to continue digging into this case more, and I have told Tory Lanez's father that I would head out to California and actually visit him in prison and get to know him a little bit better, hear his story, and hear from his mouth what actually happened. So would love to know your thoughts, opinions, and be respectful. Show up, give your opinions. Excited to read.
This is very interesting. Very interesting. And she looks like Rob 49. real quick, and this is for nothing. Let me see. As y'all see, I was looking up some stuff with Trump, and yeah, let me see something real quick. OMG. And this dude, he never shows his eyes. He got them same eyes as her. Anyway, we'll get to that later. It's just, look, he keep them eyes covered up, boy. All right, anyway. It's about to heat up. It's about to heat up if you think it's hot right now. It's very interesting that there's these different backgrounds of people going up the bat for bro. Hey, it seems like everybody that's going up the bat for her is paid, or they benefit from her freedom in some way, shape, or form. Read between the lines. And I'm talking about her, the rapping male horse. But Tory has some different people backing him, and I think that's going to make a great impact. Where were these people when it was going down? I don't know. But I can say that for me too. Where was I? But when you know, you know. I already knew what was going on. I already knew. It's just common sense. You can't knock the science. Anyway, let me shut up. Make sure y'all like the video. Let me know where you're tapping in from, all that good stuff. And yeah, I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to like so we can get these numbers running back up. I'm out. Peace.